Yesterday on Raw, we had probably one of the better segments of the show. Quality Raw all around, but a great segment where Maxxine Dupri officially turned heel and joined the. She was already in the Vision, but she joined the Vision fully. She committed herself to Austin Theory in the Vision. Besides being a great segment itself, I think it left a lot of questions about Bron Breakker.
I agree. What happened to the boy? I thought he was gonna be like Goldberg. Like
Same.
going on a winning streak. Like nobody's gonna ever beat this guy.
Here's the thing, like Bron Breakker in this group is turning into something that he was never, really supposed to be. I think the Vision has been the worst thing that's happened to him. When he started the group, once again, he was amazing. He looked like he would have been this muscle that helped Seth Rollins, and then he slowly became, less relevant for him to be that guy. We had moments where it was like, oh, we're gonna get him versus this person in the next year or whatever. But flash forward to now, he's kind of just a sideshow of the Vision. He's not the main guy. He's not the guy. He's a sideshow guy. He's a side chick of the Vision.
When I first joined the Vision, I thought he was gonna be like Batista, right?
Yeah.
Like that's who what the role was. They were gonna build up to him eventually, like breaking off the group and like taking over. And he did do that. He did take over, and it was kind of exciting. Like that picture of him holding the World Heavyweight title.
Right.
That was a sick picture.
Well, when Seth Rollins left, it still seemed like that was the next step.
Yeah.
And him losing to CM Punk on Raw for the first Raw of the year, pretty sure, was probably the worst move they could have made. For him, at least, was the worst move they could have made. Because the whole time, it looked like he was going to become the world champ, and CM Punk and all the other guys would slowly bow out to these younger guys. But instead, we've kind of just got stuck in the old man verse again, where the old heads are kind of winning the titles, and the young heads are just kind of lost, trying to be something, trying to do something. I mean, Bron Breakker in most of the segments was just there, and he was kind of just like the muscles fighting back against whoever the hell. Like, there's no reason for Bron Breakker to be bullying and beating down Otis anymore.
Tozawa especially.
Yeah. There was a point in this IC title run where he was just dominating guys, and he was kind of doing what he's doing now, and he doesn't really need to do that anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't need to be the guy who just destroys two guys who are at the bottom of the card.
Yeah, like it's just like he's like basically it's like a reset of him.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to reset him into like let's just make him into that basic character again, and then we're going to build him up slowly again.
Yeah,
and then it's like well, how many times are we going to redo this? Because they had him in a good spot,
great spot.
Like you said, they messed up with the CM Punk thing, and then he gets injured, and then it could have been something him versus Seth Rollins would have probably been a great match at WrestleMania, and then they have him lose to Seth Rollins in the feud, so that sends him down even more because now he's lost two big feuds in 2026. I get like him losing, like he's a young guy, he could bounce back. But like two big feuds, you're just going to have him lose just like that? It's over. I
think he has to eventually come through and like win a big feud. He has, first of all, get out of the whole... I mean, he's going to stay in the Division. We know where the future's going now because they're trying to make the Division thing work. They're hoping that they didn't invest a whole year into the Division and just let it go away like that. I think that's what they're holding on to for dear life. I mean, I do like the addition of Maxxine because I think Maxine's finally found a spot in some type of role on the main roster where she's way better as a heel than a babyface. They tried to have her win the IC title. Nobody really cared.
No.
I feel like people kind of invested in her a little bit more because she's kind of being this like bully, high school bully. The classic movie High School Bully where they bully the nerds and they beat them up. And the hot girl gets a hot guy and they bully the nerds. Pretty much what happens. And she's kind of got that role now. And Austin Theory, he fits his role perfectly because he kept everything he was saying about Otis made me hate him a little bit.
Yeah.
Call Otis a fat guy. First of all, Otis is not fat, right? He's agile as hell.
Yeah.
That's not a fat man. I will tell you that right now. He's a beast if I've seen one. That's a beautiful beast right there. So I feel like Otis was getting hated on, and I was on his side. So they did a great job of making Austin Theory and Maxxine easy to hate.
You know when Paul Heyman said the Austin Theory is like Shawn Michaels when he was in The Rock. I see it now.
Yeah, I see it now.
I see it. But back to Bron Breakker, like the fact that he's there in the background, just like laughing at whatever Austin Theory's doing, it just doesn't sit right with me. Like we reacted to it. You can see it. You see it on our TikTok, and I was mad the entire time. I'm like, this is what we. He was the chosen one. Going
back to the High School movie, little comparison. He's like the right hand man to the captain of the football team, and Austin Theory somehow became the captain of the football team. Bron Breakker's his right hand man all of a sudden. It should be Bron Breakker who's running the whole squad, right?
Exactly.
He should be running the whole thing, but instead he's just over there spearing. I mean, he looked like a beast too, though. Still, they made him look good, still in a way, where he speared the hell out of Otis. But they need to get to a spot where they need Austin Theory to be a tag team champion with somebody else. It can't be Austin Theory and Bron Breakker because Bron Breakker, he can't be on that tag team level. He has to be the mid card or main event at very least now.
You know what? They're just doing right by his lineage, right? You know, he starts off as a tag team, and then he goes on to be, that, right? You know, like, Scott Steiner style, right?
And lose to Triple H at the Rumble, right?
Hey, we don't talk about his WWE. Yeah.
I think the biggest question mark of the whole thing was what's going on with Heyman. He left the group. I wonder if he's moving on, and like you said during the segment when we were watching, you think that he's going to join Obafemi, which makes a lot of sense because the way Paul Heyman is actually scared of Obafemi, and his whole thing has been he's drawn towards Obafemi from the start. I can see him switching sides. He's always done this. He did this to Brock Lesnar back in the day.
Yeah.
He did it to Roman Reigns. He did it to Brock Lesnar again. He did it to Seth Rollins. He's done it
Punk
over and over again, and I wouldn't be surprised at all where he sees Brock Lesnar his career coming to an end. He switches up and joins Obafemi, and Obafemi. He's already the hottest thing in the game. Making him heel and having him go after the guys that have hurt Paul Heyman in the past, which would easily lead to a WrestleMania match against Roman Reigns, would make the most sense story-wise.
Yeah.
I can easily see him going up and teaming up with Obafemi right now.
You know what? Bron Breakker was in that position Obafemi was in, but Obafemi just took it like by storm, right? 100%. You know, I think he has more of a better look.
Yeah.
And
he's better on the mic.
Yeah, he's better.
That's the biggest thing. I think they both have that monster look. And I mean, there's going to be a match down the line between both of them, I think.
Yes.
But Bron Breakker, he kind of lost the spotlight to Obafemi. I think a lot of these events, they just happen in order and it just kind of hurt his momentum a lot. He has a fake world title, lose to CM Punk, kind of has this whole Seth Rollins storyline at the Rumble, kind of doesn't really go his way, gets hurt, falls out of the match. Shows up, interferes in Seth Rollins' match, costs the match, loses the feud, and now he's in this storyline. He's kind of just like a second fiddle to a bigger story going on. It's just like a lot of these things are just going against him, even though he's done a great job of being involved and actually staying engaged. I wonder what the next steps are for him, though. How do you get him back on track?
I feel like they're not going to do it like you said. They're not going to have him leave the division. But I think he should leave the division and go to SmackDown. And I think he should go to SmackDown. And I think, in my opinion, CM Punk retains the WWE title. I think he should take on CM Punk for the WWE title, and he should be the one to win the WWE title. Because it makes sense for him to at least get some title shot now.
Yeah.
And it makes sense for him to get revenge on Punk. Like, it just makes perfect sense to come around. By the end of the year, he's WWE champion, and you can set him up for WrestleMania against Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, whoever the hell you want him to set up against, right?
I can see that happening with them fast-tracking all these summer WrestleMania rivalries that I think we're probably planned for WrestleMania 43. They'll come to SummerSlam in 2026 instead of being at WrestleMania 43. I can see them making those plans. Like, hey, let's go to the future now because the fans want it. I can see them fast tracking everything. And said, hey, let's throw Roman Reigns versus Obafemi, CM Punk and Cody Rhodes, probably CM Punk versus Bron Breakker at WrestleMania, and we see the rise of the new generation, just like we did in 05 with Batista and John Cena.
Yeah.
We might get that at WrestleMania 43 where we should. I feel like the fans want it, and I think the WWE, usually they like to plan in advance, a year in advance. That's what they like to do. I think they're going to start shifting those plans to that now.
It just seems like politics and WWE is just still alive. You know, the four guys are going to hold on to their spot as much as they can.
I think they know. I think they all know that the time is coming up too, though. I think if we're being realistic, I know everybody makes a joke about Hogan this, Hogan that. I think CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, they all know that their stories are coming to winding down. Even Seth Rollins, the promo he cut the first time he met Roman Reigns in the ring was, yeah, it's winding down for us. And Roman Reigns has kind of said, yeah, it's time to pass it on. I think this whole storyline that Roman Reigns is going through is his wrapping up his story in a way where the tribal chief, all his issues, all the personal issues are coming to an end. And I don't know about CM Punk. CM Punk, I don't think he cares about the title that much. I think he has the title just to make these big matches happen. That's what Triple H wants. And I feel like if CM Punk back in the day left the company because he wasn't getting these moments, he might as well take him now because you weren't getting them before.
Bron Breakker maybe should leave the way that he's getting moved on.
Bron Breakker will be fine though because he's definitely one of those guys who grew up and was born and raised. He was trained with the WWE, came through NXT, and he's been groomed by the WWE pretty much to the spot. So I don't think they're ever gonna have him not be a main eventer. He's gonna get there eventually.
And I feel like if he does go to SmackDown, I think there's more rivalries for him there. There's Trick Williams, there's Mello.
But that's like a down the road thing, right?
You think so?
You need them to figure out what the hell's going on with the Vision. Like you said, you're not leaving the Vision anytime soon.
I kind of want him to leave the Vision, but they're not going to. And you know what? The other thing is Bronson Reed has come back, and I wonder what's going to happen with that. So.
And then I think we're going to eventually get a Chad Gable versus Bron Breakker type match.
Ooh.
He's going to step up for Otis, and then we're probably going to get an Intercontinental match like that.
Oh, he's going for the IC title again?
That seems like the play. That seems like the short-term move. I don't know. I guess that does it for this video. Let us know what you think they should do with Bron Breakker in the WWE in the comment section below. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.